This video is going to show you how to put a reel on our white Vactor. Okay, the first step, you got to get this shroud off. It's right here. Okay, you can see there's a bolt right here on the outside that we're taking off. And there's a bolt here and here. And they're actually located behind. Okay, once you get those bolts off, then we can start the process of pulling the reel off. It'll allow us to gain access to this part right here. Okay, once we get that shroud off, then we'll be able to take this off right here, which is how we get the hose off of the reel. I want to stage the reel sideways to connect the new hose onto here. So that's the step we're conducting right now. First step is taking off the orange cover. Now each VAC's a little bit different. It'll be a different video for different VACs. This one is actually one of our easier ones. Before we put it on, we want to make sure we put plumber's tape right here.
Make sure you got the thread tape going the right way.
If you don't put it on the right way, when you try to screw it on, you'll just unscrew all the thread tape. So visualize it, figure it out. This is why I had to line up that thread tape, because if you put the plumber's tape on the wrong direction, you'd be unscrewing all your plumber's tape right now. We don't have a torque spec for that, but just tighten it down tight. Obviously don't over tighten anything. Worst case scenario, if it's leaking, you can always tighten it after you've got the reel back on. Okay, now to actually put the hose on, you're gonna have to turn the reel this direction. All right, you gotta start the truck on to do that. And all we're gonna do is roll this all the way out as far as we can. Okay, as you can see, he rolled it all the way away from the VAC.
If the reel that the hose comes on is cardboard instead of plastic, you will likely have to use a different method.
Okay, now we've got the hose hose laid out all the way. As we reel it, the reel will come towards us and we'll have to reel it back out. We want to point out though, as he's putting this on, we're not stacking these so tight on the first loop, because when we first turn that back on, this hose is going to expand. If these are skin tight, it won't have anywhere to expand. It will warp this metal. So first thing we're going to do is leave just the tiniest gap as we stack it. Not a lot, or it won't roll well. The second thing we're going to do is the first time we run this hose, we're going to find a nice flat area. Run that hose out to the full 600 feet on low pressure, and then crank the pressure up. The hose will expand in the sewer line, and then as we wrap it, then we can wrap it tight, because the hose is expanded. We won't risk bending this metal anymore. All right, now we're gonna pause. We gotta flip the round to reel it back out, and then flick it back to reel it in. Finished reeling the hose back up. One part of putting it back together is attaching the leader. We want to inspect the leader and make sure that we don't see any material underneath. So you're going to see nicks like this. That's okay, as long as it doesn't go all the way down to the material underneath. Additionally, make sure that the ends are clean, free of debris and dirt. If not, when you hook that jetter up, it's going to shoot that debris into the jetter and clog up the jetter heads. Now we're attaching the leader hose back together. Remember, put plumber's tape on. And now we're tightening it down. Now we have to put the shroud back on. It's really simple. You may have to turn the back on, move the reel around to get it where you want it. Yeah, and ideally have two people for all this.
Confirm that no pieces are left laying around, and ensure to retract the reel before parking the vehicle. The first time that you pressurize a hose, it must be in the manhole to offer you protection from the leader hose. And that remember to pressure stretch the hose during its first use.